Listen. Now another church bell started ringing. It's a different church. Love it. Look at that weird fire hydrant. It looks like a cyber truck. That's all I'm saying. I ain't never seen a fire hydrant look like that. Yeah, actually I do.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. There's an old house down through there too.
Is
that what you're, oh my goodness, and old barn? Yeah, the McIntosh Road, y'all. The ancient Indian Trail. Past here was once a major branch of the Upper Creek trading path connecting to a network of other trails along its east-west track. By the 1700s, European explorers and traders were using these routes. Meeting with President Thomas Jefferson in 1805, Muskogee Creek chieftain William McIntosh. William McIntosh. That is a name.
That's the church. That's a church right there. It don't look like it. That's the church right there.
You sure?
Yeah.
It is. That's Brooks Baptist Church across the street. Yeah. I want to go in the cemetery. Y'all look at that.
We're not far from Indian Springs, is it?
I know we're not far from Indian Springs. That white fence there. Which, by the way, there is a cemetery in Indian Springs I'm really anxious to get to. But, you know, we ain't got to do that today. Y'all, I feel like we are stepping into a very, very old cemetery here. In fact, I know we're stepping into a very old cemetery. Gregory Grant, Company C, 14 or 44 Georgia Infantry, Confederate States of America. And this, no name, just a slab. And there's Martha Grant. She died in 1922. I imagine she's probably connected to Gregory Grant. And there's another slab with no name. And here we go, look at here. Boom, 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 3 in a row. Baby graves with no names.
Those are on the other side. That's a veteran too.
Sometimes they put the marking on the opposite side. This grave right here is from 1972. And this, 1870, y'all, forgive me. That grave right there is from 1872. This one is from 1882, I think. And these were babies. They have pretty long graves. They have it's a long ways to the footstone, but they were only 2 and 3 years old.
This is Corporal William Anderson.
Company D, 19 Georgia Infantry Regiment, Confederate States of America. He was born 1840 and died 1927. And this was his wife on the other side. His wife is Mary Scott. And she died in 1916. His father and mother. In this grave, our daughter, Willie Emma Grant, 1871 to 1895. Wow. There's 2 more baby graves, I'm sure, but they're raised up. I wonder why they're raised up like that. These have writing on both sides.
Here's another one with the brick cross.
Yep. That makes actually 4. Only 3 are up there. So there we got a 1908 and a 1912. I see 1913.
Used to be a tree right here, dear.
Used to be a tree right there. Cedar tree, wasn't it? And that's another Confederate soldier right there. Y'all, there's a lot of Confederate soldiers in here, and there's another Confederate soldier. There's a lot of Confederate soldiers in here. And there's a lot of baby graves. And then there's ones like that. Does that have a name on the other side? Yeah, that has writing. I think it says they died in 1902. I can't read a lot of them, but wow. This is a magnificent, well-kept cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that little ironwork fence right there. It's so low. Wonder how long it's been there. Well, its inhabitants died in 1900 and 1904. And there you go, over there, another Confederate soldier over there.
1895. 3 years old. There's a hole right here. Be careful.
There are a lot of little graves down here, y'all. I mean, those are all little graves right there. That's a 2-year-old. I think that's a 1-year-old. And that's a 2-year-old on the end down there. It's just, they're everywhere. And then we got these. Yeah, I see. These are all babies right here. This is a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. They died in the 1800s.
This one's
Look.
make you go wild.
I already have. That's just a rock marker. That little tiny one. That just hurts your feelings, don't it?
Yeah.
That's a pretty rock marker on that one. Now see, this is what always amazes me. These are just, you know, these babies were born and buried. This one.
Little dog there.
And this one. What amazes me is that somebody has taken the time to bring that little puppy dog and put it on that grave, and you don't know who's in there. Because you look at these graves, they're from the 1800s. Nobody remembers who's buried there. But look, these are all babies here. Right here. Not the entire graveyard, but they're just in bunches. (1904 to 1905). Almost a year old. These over here look newer. Let's go see what they say. Just because they look newer. What are you looking at?
This is Georgia Reserves.
It was a Confederate States of America.
Short. Or something.
Well, maybe I'm wrong, but those are baby graves over there. They're only like 1 or 2 years old. And that's a baby grave right beside him. Wow.
1985 baby grave. So that's a barn on somebody's property, by the way.
Yes, it is. Well, okay, I got a 1974 down here. That will be the most, no, I'm wrong. Y'all, that's 1874 to 1948. So I guess at this point, 1948, but I'm gonna go on down here and show you this one because I see 1959. So 1959 is the most recent grave that I found. Wow, in this cemetery. I'm gonna try to zoom in on that barn though. I got 1959. It's the newest one I found. Ah, here we go, 1977. Yep, Jesse Cobb Grant, 1906 to 1977. Wait a minute, step right to the left. Linwood Hewlett Grant, 1982. These are people I could have known. Wow. These are unreadable. Let's get this one right up here. Okay. So 83 was the newest grave. All right. This is Lula Drury Tarpley. She died December 29th, 1926. Gone but not forgotten. This particular lady died when my grandmother was about 4 months old. Y'all, that truck's loud, but I hear the church bells ringing.